everybody and welcome back if you've been here before. If you haven't, hi, my name is Dora. It's very, very nice to meet you. Today on the start of week 4 of lockdown, painful, I know, we are going to do a soft glam, probably won't end up as soft glam, bronzy, natural, anyone can do it, makeup look. We're not going to go too mad today, we're just going to enjoy ourselves, enjoy putting on makeup, have a bit of a chat about the different techniques you can use. Hopefully this will be in some way educational, inviting, you know the drill. You'll enjoy it, I'm sure you will. But if you'd like to learn how to get soft glam in isolation, keep on watching. Now I've just moisturised my face with my Neutrogena Hydrate Balm. I love this stuff. If you're wondering why this eye is looking a little bit dodgy, I don't even know if it is looking a bit dodgy on camera, but just before I started filming this video I got some of my spot cream in my eye and was a bit worried I was going to go blind. So I have 2 big boy spots here. Let's ignore them, let's pretend that that's not happening. And yeah, just prep your face. If you're doing this along with me, just prep your face, use your moisturiser, and we're going to get going. We're gonna get going. I think I also need some lip balm today. My lips feeling a bit crusty. So I've just gone in and filled my brows in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in the colour Taupe, and then also used my Spectrum A24 brush, which has got the little spoolie on the end, to brush them through and give them a little fill in. There they go. Did you ever see that Cadbury's advert where they like wiggle their brows around? Then our next step is going in with our Maybelline Concealer. Just use whatever concealer you've got to hand and whacking it all over our eyelids. I like to use a colour that's quite similar to my skin tone. Otherwise, if I've got like a bit of a white base, I find the shadows don't show up as true to colour. And then I'm just taking a big fluffy brush to blend that in all over my lid. To begin this eyeshadow look, we're going to start with our transition colour. Now, a transition colour is a colour that you put through the crease, which is this line here you see when you're looking forward, and you blend it over almost your entire lid really, to make sure that when you add darker colours and when you build up that definition within the eye, you're going to have sort of a base colour to blend everything in with. Now, especially when I'm doing neutral looks, I will always use my bronzer as my transition colour because I just find that it makes everything blend seamlessly, especially when I've then got all my foundation on. So I'm going to start with my Spectrum B07 brush, but you can take any little blending brush. This one's a bit dirty, sorry about that. And I'm just popping some of my Hoola bronzer. This is a dirty palette, and I really would like a proper Hoola bronzer that's in like the actual packaging to make me feel bougie rather than like it's Christmas. And then taking that brush, I'm just going to do a light wash. So I'm popping my finger against my face, my little finger on my face. Make sure you wash your hands before you do this, guys. And we're going up and down, just scratching it through that crease. Now, my biggest trick ever to get that eyeshadow looking blended, looking seamlessly like it melts into your skin, is to take the brush you use to apply the concealer to your lid, or just a clean fluffy brush, and blend over the edges. So I'm not going to show you every time because this video will be about a million hours long, but every time you've placed a new shadow on your lid, go back in with that brush and blend over the edges. And because you've got no product on here, you can literally just close your eyes, just close them, and just wiggle it all over the top. Then next we're just going in with a darker brown. I'm taking the colour Chessboard from the Alice in Wonderland palette from Urban Decay, but there are browns in any palette, anywhere. And I'm just going in with that same Spectrum brush and taking that and then intensifying that crease colour. I'm going to pop it either in my open eye or closing my eye and just doing those little circles. And I'm not taking that quite as high as I took the transition colour. I'm trying to keep that a bit more focused around that crease area. And then I go in with my brush that I use for my concealer and blend out those edges. Now, the next thing I do for sort of my everyday soft glam is to take a warm undertone brown. Now, because I've got blue eyes and blonde hair, using warm colours, a bit like this tan that I'm wearing today, will just bring out that eye colour slightly. And then when we go in with the golds later, it'll just make it pop even more. I'm going to take the colour Main mixed with a little bit of Meh from the Mitchell and Beauty Bay palette and just do exactly the same thing. We're just going in again. Talking through this, it sounds like a bit of a tedious process, but when I do this just daily, an eyeshadow look like this would maybe take me like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Because when you've got, if you're just using one palette, for example, you literally just dab in, dab in, dab in, dab in. Then taking those same colours, I'm going to take that along the lid like this in a V shape. Just literally just pressing that brush. I'm letting the brush do all the work and just pressing it, literally bouncing it up and down. So I get almost a line, a very faint line, but a line all the same going downwards. So then when I blend it round, the only bit of my eye still sort of free of product is this inner third here. Now, just to show you a technique, I'm actually going to do a cut crease today, but it's just going to be very, very basic. It's not going to be anything major. Now I'm just going to take this brush, and it's slightly angled. I like to use the paddle brush as the best, but this is just to show you can do it with the shadow brush as well. I'm just going to go in with a bit of concealer. I'm going to use my Revolution Conceal and Define, and then I'm just going to take it in there until we've got that whole brush saturated in product. And then I'm literally just, because it's got an angle, I'm just going to stamp it. And today I'm going to take that cut crease a little bit higher, so I'm going to take this also in this inner corner and just brush it up. So when I look forward, you can see it coming up here into the crease. And then after I pop that on with my brush, I'm just going to take my ring finger over it and bounce it all in. That area of my eye that I've removed or covered some of the eyeshadow, I'm going to go with my Naked 2 palette, because I'm guessing that quite a lot of you will have this at home. And I'm going to take the colours, there's not a lot of them left, but I'm going to take the colours Half Baked and Chopper and mix them together and pop that in this inner third. And I'm taking this nice and high, so when I look forward you can still see all of this hard work. If you take your cut crease any lower than this, when you open your eye you're actually not going to see it at all. Then with the Revolution Golden Goddess palette, I'm going to take this really bright white gold and take that in my inner corner and just on my brow bone as well. And I'm just going to apply that on the same paddle brush. Next is our liner. I think a look like this always needs a bit of dark brown along the lid. Now you can either use a gel liner, a pencil liner, or I'm actually going to use a bit of eyeshadow mixed with a bit of water. So I'm just gonna spritz my brush and then dip it into a dark brown eyeshadow. And once I've got my brush damp, I'm just gonna pull that along the lash line. Just going to quickly go off camera and do the other eye and then I'll be back. So that is both of our eyes done. I know this is still quite dramatic for most people, but this is the sort of makeup I would wear every day, so I'm not necessarily cheating when I said that it would be sort of natural glam. Sort of. It is still soft glam, is it? Is it soft glam? Is it red carpet glam? I don't know. I'm happy with it, you know. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it. Next, we're just going to curl our lashes. We all know what a lash curler is. If you don't, hi, this is a lash curler. So I'm just gonna give my lashes a quick squeeze. Some people put these in front of their hair dryers and like in their straighteners and things, but that scares the living daylights out of me, I swear to God. I cannot imagine. Can you imagine having blisters on your eyelid? Then I'm gonna go in with a bit of my Bad Gal Bang mascara and just coat those lashes. So what have people been doing in week 3 of lockdown? Yesterday I gave myself a proper spa day. I really just spent a bit of me time. I did some workouts, I did some yoga with Adrian on YouTube, who is incredible. She is so lovely, her voice is so relaxing. Then I had a bath with some bath salts, some lovely bubble bath, had a face mask, watched some Riverdale, which I've recently got back into. I was really off Riverdale about season 3. I was like, this has gone too far now, and I've watched like 10 Riverdale episodes in the last 4 days. It's getting a bit out of hand. Now, of course, for an everyday look, you could just leave it here, couldn't you? You could just go, yep, there's some lovely mascara, that'll be fine, we'll just leave it there. But will Dora leave it there? No, she will not. Simply because of who I am as a person, I'm going to take these nice natural 12-foot long lashes that I get in my Amazon set. We love them. And I'm just gonna whack them on my eyeballs. You know what makes me the most sad about this lockdown is that I'm definitely going to be spending my 21st birthday doing absolutely naffle. Absolutely naffle. And I might even vlog it. That's how sad it's gonna be, because I'm gonna be 21. And I'm just gonna be in my room doing nothing. I had the day booked off work, I was gonna go for brunch, I was gonna jump out of a plane. There were so many things I was gonna do, shoulda, woulda, coulda, and now I bloody can't. And it makes me really sad. I need a book for my birthday, I need a Versace dress. I'm really into Versace at the moment, and I don't own a single thing, I don't think that's designer, but I am just obsessed with Versace dressing gowns and I really want one. So if there's anyone out there that wants to buy me a Versace dressing gown, because my birthday's going to be real sad, please go ahead. Oh, bugger it. I've just absolutely made a colossal faff of that eyelash. We'll fix it in a second. I didn't leave it enough time to dry, and now my hands are dirty. Wash your hands, you dirty pig. But can you see that's natural, isn't it? Is it? No. I sort of want a low coverage, like dewy coverage foundation today, but I don't actually have one. Every foundation I own is super high coverage. So I think I'm going to go with a bit of the Born This Way from Too Faced and a bit of the, I've got hair everywhere. Does anyone else find that their hair just bloody sticks to everything? And a bit of the Fit Me Maybelline New York Matte and Poreless in the number 97. I'm going to mix that together on the back of my hand. I've suddenly got a frog in my throat. I can hear me all croaky. That is still, I think, too dark for me. We'll lighten it up with concealer. I'm doing the Chloe Ting 2-week shred, and it is so hard, honestly. I cannot explain to you how much I sweat. I'm quite a sweaty person in general. It really fascinates me when you're at the gym and some people just do not sweat at all. Like, no matter how hard. What the hell is that on my face? There is jam on my face. I had croissants and jam for breakfast. I know I'm bougie, but I've had jam on my face this whole video. We'll start with this. I'll probably give up with this within a minute because it takes so long, but this is a DO full brush from Spectrum. Yeah, so I am doing the 2-week shred because I used to have a little bit of a semblance of abs at one point in my life, and over the last year and a half I have become complacent with the fact that I'm a boss ass bitch and I'm a cat, so I don't need abs. I'm going to try my best. It's only 2 weeks. I might even post a little picture of before and after. I'm thinking of doing like a vlog at some point. Maybe I'll do that on the 2-week day and show you my progress and the different workouts she sets. But yeah, I think now is a really good time to, I know it sounds really cliche, but sort of get to know your body, because I thought I was really flexible and I used to do like aerial hoop and trapeze and things just in a class. I was never in the circus, I wish. And now I literally cannot bend at all without being in agony the next day. And that's the idea of doing my yoga once a day, that hopefully by the end of however long this lockdown goes on for, I will have the ability to do something flexible. I don't know what that is yet. Maybe I will join the circus. Maybe that's my plan. Maybe that's my plan after lockdown. So you can still sort of see my skin through this because it's duo fibre. It's got thicker hairs at the bottom and then it goes a bit sparser as you come up. You can get brushes like this from literally anywhere. I've got one here that's actually from Wilko's. This I think was about £2, but Wilko's is like a hardware B&M Poundland sort of shop. So if they sell them in Wilko's, you can get them from anywhere. This one's just a bit smaller, as you can see if you have eyes. Oh, bugger. Now for my concealer, I'm going to go with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the colour 10 and just whack that over my under eyes, my nose, my chin, and these big fat spots. I don't think you can even see them anymore, but they're bloody painful. I'll tell you that for free. And to blend that in, I'm just going to use my Zoeva Silk Finish 122 brush just to give myself a little bit more coverage in the centre of my face. Now, because we're natural soft glam today, I'm not going to cream contour. I'm just going to take my lace setting powder from Revolution and just whack it underneath my eyes and down the sides of, just all over basically. I was going to say I'm just going to set a little bit, but realistically I'm going to set all over my goddamn face, so. Now, because we used our bronzer as our transition colour, when we put this all over our faces, it's going to look like one seamless, gorgeous goddess Victoria's Secret blend. And I'm going to take my Spectrum CO7 brush with my bronzer on, and I'm going to do little circles. Little circles. Now, my favourite makeup style is actually not makeup at all. It's face paint and body painting. I really love Halloween. Halloween is my favourite time of the year in any sense of the word. Halloween comes before my birthday and Christmas. That's how much I love Halloween. And I am an attention seeker, so my birthday is a very good day for me. Not this year, obviously, but normally my birthday would be high on that list. Very high. But because we are in lockdown, I was thinking that I might start a Halloween series to get you all thinking about your Halloween look this year. So if you would be interested in that, give this video a little cheeky like, and then I'll know to do some Halloween stuff. Instead of contouring my nose, I'm literally just bouncing some of that foundation on some of that bronzer on my nose. And then just taking this big fat Revolution fan brush, I'm going to go with the same colour we highlighted our inner corners with and highlight the rest of our faces. Oh, take that above our brows as well. Give ourselves a brow lift on our upper lip to give ourselves a shimmering moustache. And then just going back in with that powder brush, I'm just going to bounce over the top of that highlighter. Oh, how do I always have eye bogeys all the time and I never notice them? My eyes got a cold, boys. Then just under our eyes, I'll just go with my bronzer. Take some of my mascara and put some on those bottom lashes. Does anyone else get this? Their eyebrow hairs sort of droop. I think it's because I don't use a brow setter and my brow hairs are so long. Can you see? I don't know if that's even showing you, but they just go on forever. So for my lips, I'm just gonna go in with my Toffee lip liner from Primark. Give myself a big jerk, a smile. Then I'm gonna take another Primark lip product. This one is Thrillseaker, and that's it. Let my lion hair out. Right, friends, family, relatives, whoever you may be, thank you very, very much for watching my video. This is my soft glam, sort of natural, not really going out. I don't really know how I'd classify this look. I would wear this look day to day. So if you're a bit like me and a little bit bougie, then you would probably wear this look day to day as well. So if that's the case, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you give it a little go. It's a little bit more wearable than the other looks that I've done so far. Give this video a big thumbs up and have a lovely rest of your day.